Clove tea at night sounds simple, almost too simple to matter. A few cloves, hot water, a warm cup before bed. But what if this tiny habit could quietly change the way your body feels while you sleep and how you wake up the next morning? What if something sitting in your kitchen right now could support digestion, calm irritation inside the body, help your mouth feel cleaner overnight, and even make your nights more restful? Most people never think about cloves this way. They know the smell. They know the taste. They may have seen cloves in tea, desserts, or traditional home remedies. But very few people understand what happens when clove tea becomes part of a nighttime routine. And tonight, I want to show you exactly why this matters. Because the truth is that the body does some of its most important work at night. While you are sleeping, your system is not simply turned off. It is repairing, balancing, clearing waste, regulating hormones, restoring energy, and trying to reduce the damage created during the day. If you give the body the right support before bed, even something as small as the right tea, you may notice changes that feel surprisingly powerful over time. Now let me be very clear from the beginning. Clove tea is not a miracle cure. It does not replace medication. It does not solve every health problem overnight, but science and traditional use both suggest that cloves contain active compounds that can support several important body functions, especially when taken in moderation and at the right time. And the right time may be at night. In this video, I am going to explain 6 surprising things that may happen to your body when you drink clove tea at night. I will keep the language simple, practical, and honest. No exaggeration, no confusing medical jargon, just clear explanations so you understand what your body may be experiencing and why so many people are becoming curious about this habit. And stay with me until the end, because benefit number 6 is the one many people feel first, and I will also show you the safest way to prepare clove tea, the best time to drink it, and who should be careful before using it regularly. So if you like natural strategies that support the body instead of fighting against it, pay close attention. The first surprising thing that may happen to your body is that your digestion may become lighter and calmer during the night. This is one of the most noticeable effects for many people. After dinner, especially if the meal was heavy, oily, spicy, or simply larger than usual, the stomach often keeps working harder than we realize. Some people lie down feeling pressure in the upper abdomen. Others feel bloating, trapped gas, slow digestion, or that uncomfortable sensation that food is just sitting there. Then the night becomes restless, sleep becomes lighter, and the next morning starts with heaviness instead of relief. Clove contains compounds that may help the digestive system work more smoothly. One of the traditional reasons cloves have been used after meals is because they are considered carminative. That word sounds technical, but the idea is simple. A carminative is something that helps reduce gas, relieve bloating, and calm digestive discomfort. In practical terms, it can help the stomach and intestines feel less tight and less irritated. Some research also suggests that clove compounds may help reduce intestinal spasms. These are involuntary contractions in the digestive tract that can contribute to cramping and discomfort. When the digestive system is less tense, the body often feels more settled overall. And that matters at night, because going to sleep with a calmer stomach can make a huge difference in how deeply you rest. There is another interesting point here. Clove has also been studied for activity against certain harmful microorganisms, including Helicobacter pylori, a bacterium associated with gastritis and ulcers in many people. That does not mean clove tea is a treatment for infection, but it helps explain why this spice has attracted scientific attention in digestive health discussions. Now, I need to give you an important caution. Not everyone responds to spices the same way. If you have active gastritis, strong acid reflux, or a very sensitive stomach, clove tea may feel too intense at first. So do not start with a strong brew. Begin with a small amount. Observe how your body reacts. And if there is burning or worsening discomfort, stop and speak with a health professional. But for many people, benefit number one is very real. A calmer stomach at night can mean less bloating, less discomfort, and a lighter feeling by morning. The second surprising thing that may happen is that your body may experience less silent inflammation. Inflammation is one of those words people hear all the time, but many do not fully understand what it means. Think of inflammation as the body's alarm and defense system. When you get injured or exposed to something harmful, the body activates protective processes. In the short term, that is useful. It helps the body defend itself and begin repair. The problem begins when this internal alarm stays active for too long. Chronic low-grade inflammation can be connected to fatigue, stiffness, general body aches, and that feeling that the body is carrying extra weight, even when you did not do anything extreme. Many people describe it in simple terms. They wake up feeling swollen, tight, or older than they should feel. Joints may seem less flexible. Muscles may feel slow. The body does not always signal this dramatically, but the discomfort is there. Cloves contain powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compounds, especially eugenol, which is the main natural oil found in clove. In laboratory research, clove extracts have shown a strong ability to reduce inflammatory activity. In some experimental settings, the effect was impressive enough to make researchers look more closely at how these compounds interact with the body's inflammatory pathways. Of course, we must stay realistic. A laboratory extract is not the same thing as a cup of tea, and the human body is more complex than a controlled experiment. But the direction of the evidence is still important. It tells us that cloves are not just flavorful. They contain biologically active substances that may help the body calm excessive irritation. And why might this matter more at night? Because nighttime is when the body shifts into repair mode. Sleep is not passive. During sleep, the body regulates immune signals, restores tissues, and tries to rebalance stress-related wear and tear from the day. A warm drink that brings in antioxidant and anti-inflammatory support during that period may fit naturally into the body's own rhythm. This does not mean you will drink one cup and wake up transformed. But when used sensibly as part of a healthy lifestyle, clove tea may support a body that is trying to cool down from the inside instead of staying irritated around the clock. The third surprising thing that may happen is better control of blood sugar during the night. This part gets a lot of attention, and for good reason. After dinner, especially when the meal contains refined carbohydrates, sweets, or large portions, blood sugar can rise more than many people realize. For some individuals, those high nighttime spikes are followed by crashes, cravings, restless sleep, nighttime hunger, or morning fatigue. Over time, poor glucose control can place extra stress on the body's metabolism. Cloves contain polyphenols and other plant compounds that have been studied for their possible role in glucose metabolism. Some research suggests that these compounds may help the body use glucose more efficiently and may support better insulin sensitivity. Insulin sensitivity simply means how well your cells respond to insulin, the hormone that helps move sugar out of the blood and into the cells where it can be used. When insulin sensitivity is poor, the body has to work harder to manage blood sugar. When it improves, blood sugar may stay more balanced. Some studies involving clove-related compounds have shown improvements in fasting blood sugar, and even markers like glycated hemoglobin, which reflects average glucose levels over time. Again, clove tea is not a replacement for diabetes treatment, and anyone with diabetes should never stop medication or alter care without professional supervision. That is extremely important. But as a supportive nighttime habit, clove tea may have a strategic role. Drinking it after dinner or before bed may help reduce the impact of a heavy evening meal and support a steadier internal environment while the body rests. And let us not forget something practical. When people replace sugary nighttime drinks or desserts with a warm cup of clove tea, they are not only gaining possible metabolic support from the cloves themselves, they are also removing something harmful from the routine. Sometimes a health benefit comes both from what you add and what you stop consuming. So if you're evenings often end with cravings, or that sluggish feeling the next morning. This may be one of the most meaningful benefits to pay attention to. The fourth surprising thing that may happen is that your mouth and throat may feel cleaner by morning. Many people wake up with a dry mouth, bad taste, thick saliva, or mild throat irritation, and assume it is just normal. Sometimes it is related to mouth breathing, poor hydration, medications, or reflux. But another major factor is bacterial activity during the night. Saliva production naturally decreases. Saliva helps wash balance. When there is less of it, bacteria can multiply more, contributing to unpleasant film on the tongue, gum irritation, and that rough feeling when you first wake up. Clove is famous for its natural antimicrobial. In fact, one reason it has been used for generations is because its main compound, Eugenol, has antibacterial properties. Dentistry has long recognized Clove-derived preparations have been used to soothe tooth discomfort, and in certain dental applications because of their cleansing and calming properties. Some studies also show that Clove compounds may help interfere with the way bacteria grow and form protective communities known as biofilms. Biofilms make bacteria harder to remove. So when a plant compound shows activity in this area, researchers pay attention. Now, drinking clove tea is not the same as using a dental treatment, and it will not replace brushing, flossing, or proper oral care. But used as part of a nighttime routine, it may help internal environment up in the mouth. That can translate into a fresher feeling with less morning bad taste, less heaviness in the mouth, sometimes even less minor irritation after a long dry night. And there is something else worth considering. Warm tea before bed often encourages slower and more relaxed state. When the body becomes less throat and less urge to snack late at night, which indirectly helps oral health too. The fifth surprising thing that may happen is that oxidative stress inside the body may begin to decrease. Now this sounds technical, but stay with me. But because it matters more than people think. Oxidative stress happens when the body has more unstable molecules, often called free radicals, than it can comfortably neutralize. These molecules are a natural part of life, but when they build up too much, they can contribute to cellular wear and tear. This has been linked to aging, inflammation, and the gradual stress that accumulates in tissues over time. Where do these unstable molecules come from? From many places. Poor diet, smoking, stress, lack of sleep, chronic illness, even normal metabolism. The body has its own defense, but those systems need support. Clove is considered one of the richest sources of antioxidants. Antioxidants help neutralize free radicals before they cause more damage. This is one reason cloves have drawn so much scientific interest. Their antioxidant profile is exceptionally strong compared with many other common spices. Why is this important at night? Because nighttime is the body's maintenance window. When you sleep, the body is not only resting, it is also correcting. It is cleaning up metabolic byproducts, regulating immune activity, and supporting tissue recovery, providing antioxidant support before this repair period. Maybe one reason some people feel better overall when clove tea becomes a consistent evening habit. This benefit is not always dramatic in the short term. You may not feel antioxidants the way you feel antioxidants the way you feel caffeine or sugar. Long-term health is often shaped by repeated over and over again. Less internal damage, better support for the systems that are quietly protecting even though this effect is less obvious than digestion or relaxation, may be one of the most valuable things happening behind the scenes. And now we come to the sixth surprising thing, the one many people notice first. Clove tea at night may help the body relax, and may improve sleep quality. This is the benefit that often surprises people the most, because cloves are usually associated with flavor and warmth. But the experience of drinking clove tea before bed can be deeply soothing. Part of that effect may come from the ritual itself. Slowing down, holding a warm cup, breathing in the aroma, giving the nervous system a signal that the active part of the day is over. But there may be more to it than ritual alone. The natural aroma of clove and its active compounds, especially Eugenol, appear to have mild calming properties. Many people describe a feeling of warmth, physical softness after drinking it. The body seems to unclench. The mind feels less noisy. And the transition into sleep may become smoother. This matters because a lot of people are tired, but not relaxed. They go to bed physically exhausted, yet mentally exhausted. The body is in bed, but the nervous system is still standing under bright lights. Digestion may still be working heavily. The mouth feels dry. The body feels dry. Then sleep becomes shallow and fragmented. A warm cup of clove tea cannot solve severe chronic anxiety, or medical sleep disorders. But for everyday nighttime tension, it may help create better conditions for rest. It may help create better conditions for rest. That is exactly what the body needs. That is exactly what the body needs. Not sedation, not a knockout effect. Just a gentler landing. Just a gentler landing. They often notice other improvements too. They often notice other mood in the mornings too. More patience, better mood in the morning, fewer cravings, more patience, better mental clarity, fewer cravings, more energy, better mental clarity. This is why a simple nighttime habit can create effects that seem bigger than the habit itself. Before I explain the preparation, there is something important you need to understand. There is something important you need to understand fairly. If you want to judge this habit fairly, do not expect every benefit to appear on the first night. That is one of the biggest mistakes people make with natural routines. They try something once. Pay attention for a few minutes, and then decide it does nothing. And then the body usually works through patterns. Some effects can be felt quickly. Especially warmth, relaxation, or relief from a heavy meal. Other effects depend on consistency. Other effects depend on consistency. If digestion is usually irritated, if blood sugar tends to swing, or if the body has been under stress for a long time, improvement may come gradually. Improvement may come gradually. So what should you actually look for if you decide to test clove tea at night? First, notice how your stomach feels when you lie down. Is there less pressure after dinner? Is there less pressure after dinner? Less movement in the abdomen? Less need to shift around in bed trying to get comfortable? Small changes here matter. Small changes here matter. Pay attention to your mouth and throat in the morning. Pay attention to your mouth and throat in the morning. Do you wake up feeling a little fresher? Do you wake up feeling a little less unpleasant? Is the taste in the mouth less rough when you swallow the first time after waking? These are subtle details, but they often reveal whether a nighttime habit is helping. Notice your sleep transition. Are you falling asleep more calmly? Are you falling asleep feeling less chaotic? Are your evenings feeling less fewer snacks or sweets after dinner? Because the tea gives you a sense of closure. Because the tea gives you a sense of closure. That matters more than people think. That matters more than people think. Many unhealthy habits happen late at night. Many unhealthy habits happen late at night, but because the day never feels officially finished. But because the day never feels officially finished. A warm tea can become a healthy signal. A warm tea can become a healthy signal. And recovery is beginning. Eating is over. And there is another point that makes this routine powerful. Most people do not fail to improve their health because they lack information. They fail because the strategy is too difficult to repeat. A routine has to fit into real life. A routine has to fit into real life. Clove tea does not require expensive equipment, complicated equipment, or hours of preparation. It can be made in minutes. That simplicity makes consistency more realistic, and consistency is where natural strategies begin to show their value. Now there are also common mistakes. One mistake is making the tea too strong. One mistake is making the tea too strong. 5 cloves are good. People assume that if 5 cloves are good, that is not the right mindset. That is not the right mindset. Always smarter. Stronger is not can irritate the stomach. Too much clove can irritate the stomach and make the routine create a harsh taste. Another mistake is drinking it immediately after a very large meal. If the stomach is completely overloaded, any liquid may feel uncomfortable. Any liquid may feel uncomfortable. A third mistake is combining a good habit with a damaging one, and expecting the tea to erase the damage. For example, drinking clove tea, after a huge sugary dessert, heavy alcohol, or very late heavy alcohol, does not suddenly make the night healthy. The tea works best as support. The tea not works as a rescue mission for a routine not that is harming the body every evening. And this is where I want to be honest with you. And this is where I want to be honest with you. Are rarely the most exciting ones. Are rarely the most exciting ones. Repeatable. They are usually and almost boring. Repeatable. But they work because they respect how the body actually changes. Because they respect how the body actually changes. Consistently, slowly, quietly. Consistently, a cup of clove tea at night fits that model very well. A cup of clove tea at night fits that model very well. Give it several nights. If you decide to try it, pay attention to digestion, comfort. Pay attention to digestion, sleep, comfort, and how you feel when you wake up. Sleep. Your body will often tell you whether a habit is helping. Your body will often tell you whether a habit is helping long before lab results ever do. If you are very sensitive to new nighttime routines, start with half a cup instead of a full one. Start with half a cup instead of a full one. Without overwhelming the stomach, or interrupting sleep with extra trips to the bathroom, or interrupting sleep with extra trips to the bathroom. You can gradually move to the usual amount. You can gradually move to the usual amount. This especially useful for older adults, is especially useful for older adults, or anyone who has reacted badly to strong herbal drinks in the past. A gentle beginning is often the smartest beginning. A gentle beginning is the body feels safe, it responds better. When the body feels safe, and when a routine feels comfortable, and when a routine feels comfortable, keep it long enough to discover whether the benefits are real for you. And remember, the goal is not perfection. And remember, the goal is not perfection. Small routines done regularly often create bigger results than intense changes that disappear after 3 nights altogether. Now that you know the 6 surprising things that may happen, let me show you how to prepare clove tea the right way. Let me show you how to prepare clove tea the right way. For most adults, about 5 to 7 whole cloves for 1 large cup of water is enough. For 1 large cup of water around 250 to 300 milliliters of water. You do not need a huge amount. More is not a huge amount, especially with strong spices. Especially with strong spices. Start by heating the water until it begins to boil. Start by heating the water until it begins to boil. Add the cloves. Once the water is hot, reduce the heat and let them simmer gently for about 3 to 5 minutes. Simmer gently for about 3 to 5 minutes. Turn off the heat. After that, cover the cup or pot. Turn off the heat and let it rest for another 5 minutes. And let it rest for another 5 minutes. This helps release the aromatic compounds. This helps release the aromatic compounds and drink it warm. Then strain and drink it warm. The best time is usually about 30 minutes before bed. Especially after dinner has already settled a bit. Especially after dinner has already settled a large amount of any liquid. You do not want to drink a large amount of any liquid right before lying down during the night. If you tend to wake up to urinate during the night, can you add anything else to it? Can you add anything else to cinnamon, or some people like a little cinnamon, that can be or a slice of ginger. But if you are trying clove tea for the first time, if you are trying clove tea for the first time, that way you can better observe how your body responds. That way you can better observe how your body responds. And now the safety part, because this is important. And now the safety part. Because this is important. Clove tea should be used with caution by people who have active gastritis, severe acid reflux, ulcers, liver problems, severe acid reflux, or those taking blood thinning problems, or anticoagulant medications, or anticoagulant compounds may irritate sensitive stomachs. Clove compounds may irritate sensitive stomachs when used excessively, and may also affect clotting when used excessively. Breastfeeding women and small children should avoid regular use unless a qualified professional says it is appropriate. Do not treat natural remedies casually. Do not treat natural remedies casually. Natural does not mean harmless in every situation. Natural does not mean harmless in every situation. Respect your body. Respect the dose. And if you have a medical condition or use regular medication, ask your doctor or pharmacist before making it a nightly habit. Now here is the big picture. Clove tea at night is not magic. Clove tea at night is not magic. Help calm inflammation, digestion, contribute to steadier blood sugar, freshen the mouth and throat, provide antioxidant protection, provide antioxidant protection before sleep, and help the body relax before sleep. From one simple cup. That is a lot of potential. Sometimes health does not improve because of one dramatic intervention. Sometimes it improves because of a small nightly decision, repeated consistently, a calmer stomach, a cleaner mouth, a calmer stomach, a steadier body, a cleaner mouth, a deeper sleep, a steadier body. These are not glamorous changes. These are not glamorous changes. So if you have never tried clove tea at night, this may be the perfect time to test it carefully. This may be the perfect time to test it carefully and see how your body responds. And if you wake up often with a dry mouth, discomfort in the morning, bad taste or throat discomfort in the morning, because these signs may be trying to tell you something about your nighttime routine. Watch the next video now. Because I am going to show you the most common reasons people wake up with dry mouth and throat, and what you can start doing tonight to change that.